Hello and welcome to the Light Tackle Angler Fishing Report. I'm Captain John Foweiler and this is Captain David King.
How are we doing today?
Real good, real good. Well, the weather is beautiful. It's getting just about right, isn't it?
Right, we're finally, we have wind for 3 days, not for 3 days, a little bit of wind this weekend. They're talking 15 mile an hour,
right.
3 to 4 foot. Beautiful today, 10 to 15, maybe 2 foot. Fishing's good. It's going to get better. What are you hearing down south?
Well, John B. Flying Light Tackle is talking about how great it is up in the North Fork of the St. Lucie River. He said big snook, redfish, which is unusual, and the pompano are still up there, which is good salinity up there, so the fishing's been really good. It's been good fishing around the St. Lucie inlets for the bluefish and the mackerel, but they're starting to move up a little bit further north. I guess offshore. Down in Stuart.
Offshore at Stuart, they're having the same thing. They're having dolphin. Dolphin has been the mainstay, not big dolphin.
Right.
10, 12, 15 pounders. We're not hearing about the big ones. We're just not getting enough good weather patterns for the good thing to develop.
Right.
But they were talking in 200 to 225 feet, dolphin, kingfish on the bar down there, which they don't have quite as much reef
right.
As we do down up to the north, off Fort Pierce. But the bottom fishing was pretty good on the few days that they got to go, but it seemed the mainstay was the few dolphin. The other reports is, an occasional sailfish here and there, but they're really,
it's time for them to move.
It's
right.
between, our summer sails and our winter fish.
Right.
There's just not a body of sails around right now. So dolphin were the mainstay with some kings on the bar and a couple of kingfish, on the beach, 10, 15 pounds, but not the big smokers that we're hoping to get this weekend.
That's right.
That's all right.
What's going on this weekend? We're going to fish a tournament?
Yeah, we've got the women's fishing team is going to be fishing one of the first tournaments of the season. We've got tournaments for the next 7 weekends in a row. So the girls are really going to be excited. And that's another thing, if you guys are interested in sponsoring the women's fishing team, it's 5 local gals that are great fisher gals. They're going to try to fish 11 tournaments this season. And if you want to do some sponsoring for them tournaments, please give us a call. You can visit the website, lighttackleangler.com, or give John or me a call. My number is 979-6068, Captain David. And we'll see if we can't get you hooked up with the women for sponsorship on the team. Great bunch of girls. Come and look at the website. You'll see their team, a little bio about each one of them. So
right.
That's another thing to keep in mind.
And also, we'll film each of the tournaments that we're doing. So you'll get, if you sponsor them, you'll get your name out there, and we'll help you push your product.
Right, and some tapes that you can give to some of the, whoever you'd like to give them to. But it'll be a nice tape that'll be just like you would see on a regular fishing show. So it'll be very good quality tape.
Why don't you do offshore Fort Pierce?
Offshore Fort Pierce, we got the same as down south, really. We got the dolphin were the mainstay in like 175 to 225. The best fish is on 175. There was a nice weed line that pushed in the other day. 2 or 3 of the boats were trolling ballyhoo, did real good with the skirts, pink, green skirts. White's Tackle Shop had the same kind of report. Dolphin was the mainstay. A few kingfish on the bar. Clint over there at the fishing center had similar things. He said the fish they found were 225 to 250, the dolphin
right.
though. Once again, just an occasional sail, some kingfish on the bar. One of the headboats didn't have many trips. The one trip they had good bottom fishing, no big fish, a lot of stringer fish. So we've got good reports out of Fort Pierce.
Great.
Hopefully, the seas are calm and the water's going to get nice. The water's up in the 70s now. This week ought to be really great. What's inshore in Fort Pierce?
Well, Billy Bones added that instead of finding the bait offshore, which can be scattered, spend time looking for mullet. The mullet have been pretty heavy up on the flats, so that's a pretty good tip, I think.
That's a great bait too.
Yes, absolutely.
Live mullet's a good bait. Are they catching many fish, up around Harbor Branch or anything in Fort Pierce?
Harbor Branch, the trout have really been going off. The temp is getting just right. Wind doesn't really affect the inshore fishing quite as much. It just sometimes you drift a little faster, but it's still really good fishing. The snook have really been staging up on the flats. Looking all the sand holes, they tend to lay in there. Sometimes they're hard to get to bite. You fish the low light either morning or evening, and of course I love top water for them. The snook around the bridges have still been good. The snook are going to start transition out to the inlets and the beaches, so start looking for that in the future.
What triggers that, isn't it?
Yes. So they're going to go spawn. So that's about it. What's going on in Fort Pierce? You did the offshore. Anything else?
Well, one little report out of Sebastian. We had one report from Captain Mike Mayer. He did an offshore trip, caught some red snapper, some grouper, kingfish.
Nice.
He didn't get any dolphin that day anchored up. He had the one trip offshore. It was a good catch, not a giant catch, but you know, good days ahead. So the same, I think we had the same report, Stewart, Fort Pierce, and Sebastian.
Pretty much.
This week, you know, this weekend, I know we're going to get a couple big canes.
Yeah, hope for some good weather.
Yeah, we'll take a couple of 40s, so the girls will be happy.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're interested,
right.
please give us a call about the women's fishing team. That's a great thing.
Join us on lighttackleangler.com. Read the stories, look at the girls. Anything else you need to add?
The other thing is, yeah, please, if you get a chance, stop by the Subway in Fort Pierce.
Oh, that's
Talk to
right.
us a little bit. Sometimes, you know, you can drop off a picture, drop off the story, and we'll try to include it on next week's thing. Or 464-1400, our radio show on Friday night, 6:30 to 7. Give us a call. That'd be great.
And we have some giveaways too at the Subway, DOA stuff, some Yozuri, so you can try them out and then give us a story on that
Yeah,
too.
call us and let us know how you did with this product.
Okay, great. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the Light Tackle Angler Fishing Report. We'll see you again next week.